Hi guys, welcome back to the Gallery Talks with Morgan. I am here with the wonderful Lizzie Berchie. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, I'm great. Let's just get straight into it. Like, we've all seen the performances, stunning voice. Just so you know, she is a one take wonder. She doesn't need no rehearsing. She is straight into it. Honestly, she's amazing.
Thank you.
But for everyone watching, tell us how you kind of got into music.
Um, I'd actually say like a lot of it was mainly down to my sister. My
Really?
sister, like she's an incredible singer and she lived, breathed music. She used to be in like a little girl band in secondary school. And I'm 6 years younger than her, so I would have to
Okay.
wait for her after school to do
Oh.
her little rehearsals. I
Mhm.
even like illegally pressed CDs. And I still remember songs from it. And she's till this day she's shocked because she just thought I was just sitting there just but I like took a lot of it in.
Mhm.
We saved up a pocket money together to like buy our first R&B CDs, which was
Mhm.
I think that day we bought two from Woolworths.
Mhm.
We got Justified by Justin Timberlake
Mhm.
and Usher,
Mhm.
Confessions.
Yes.
Yeah, money well spent.
Yes, I think I'm pretty sure you also the Destiny's Child album. I did my research on you.
Yeah, Destiny's
That was another one
Fulfilled.
of your
That was
yeah.
I think we might have gone three that day.
Mhm.
Yeah, Destiny's Fulfilled. Yeah, we went all out.
Mhm. Is your sister an artist?
She doesn't sing anymore. I mean, she sings at all my shows. Like she's always the one who's like the loudest singer. But no, yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't do music, but she really
Mhm.
is honestly the greatest.
Mhm.
She's an amazing singer.
I love that. And in terms of like the three albums, do you feel like that's kind of like shaped you in terms of your style of music, or like why those three albums?
Well, Justin Timberlake. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want that album, and I remember Vanessa. Like she was obsessed with Justin Timberlake. She had like posters.
On the
But
wall.
I was like, cool, you can pick one. But definitely Destiny's Fulfilled, like the harmonies, like me and Vanessa definitely like dissected that album. Like we know every song, every harmony. She's like, you learn this bit, I learn this bit.
Just like back and
So
forth.
I probably like learned harmonies from that album. Like I
Mhm.
learned how to sing in harmony with my sister and my cousin, whoever was in the house.
Mhm.
Yeah, that definitely shaped my love for vocal layering and harmonies, which you hear in a lot of my stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Usher Confessions.
Usher's is just a vibe. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's just a
literally.
vibe. The storytelling, like bring back interludes,
Mhm.
like bring back all them talking, like
Mhm.
baby, I didn't mean to hurt
Yeah.
you. I love all of that. I love it.
You know that
I
was
love
literally
it.
my in my Spotify Wrapped. The whole the top,
Wow.
I don't know, five or whatever it is,
I
was
don't
all
blame you.
confessions, literally. Um so yeah, in terms of like the music that you released an EP, was
hmm
it last summer?
Yeah, last summer,
Last
last
summer,
July.
and then you released the deluxe version this year
Yep.
in January. Um, Tell us all about the EP,
Yeah.
the name, the meaning behind the name. Give us the
Yes, my
download.
first baby, my EP Under the Sun. Yeah, it actually wasn't meant to be called Under the Sun. It was meant to be called Growth, and we decided to change it last minute.
Hmm.
I just thought it was a cop out because one of the songs was Growth,
Okay.
and I was like, no, I think I can do something a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
And we went for Under the Sun, which is one of the lyrics from Insala, but I thought it still represented the meaning of growth,
Hmm.
like kind of like my thinking behind it. In order for plants to grow, it needs to
Mm.
be under the sun.
Mm.
A lot of it's reminiscent of like African stories, Africa, the continent under the sun.
Hmm.
Under the sun also represents, a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
When things get heated, and there's a
Mm.
lot of like storytelling of situations when I was feeling pressure from whether relationships or especially in the song Growth, just like career and life choices.
Hmm.
So yeah, Under the Sun is very like
It's very personal to you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it can mean many, many things depending what song you're listening to.
Hmm.
And yeah.
And the song Nsala, I found out that there was a meaning behind this track.
Yeah.
And I'd just like you to share that with everyone watching. What does Nsala mean? And
Yes.
yeah.
Insala is a song based on a story of a real African slave from Congo, Belgium Congo at the time. And yeah, it's a very, very poignant, brutal story of a slave who had their limbs chopped off for just not working enough that day. And in the photo, there's like a photo that you can find where they're taking of him, and he's there, amputated limbs, and his children are there as well. I remember just seeing the photo and just thinking, wow, it's such a powerful photo. And he still looked so strong. And I just wanted to write something that kind of captured his story. So yeah, that's it.
They call me Insala. They call me Insala.
What made you, obviously, you've seen this, or you've heard about the story. What made you kind of include that in your EP, and especially in your first EP? That's such a powerful message to send to your listeners. Why?
I feel like a lot of people know about the history of West African and the transatlantic slave trade that, was taking place at the time. But a lot of the time, the story of Belgian Congo is always forgotten.
Yeah.
And yes, I just wanted to highlight some of the atrocities that happened there too. And it was during the summer of the BLM movement and George Floyd, and I was just doing my own personal, research and digging through history. And and that's when I stumbled across that, and I was like, being West African, it's very easy to just know your own history.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I want to get outside more of what happened, and just understanding the atrocities that happened in Belgian Congo, and it was very, very, very horrible.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to highlight that.
Yeah, because personally, me, I don't know anything about, as you said, like, I'm half Nigerian as well, so I know a lot more about West Africa than I do anywhere else. So I wouldn't have ever even known that if I hadn't either heard your song or looked it up for myself. So I think it's pretty amazing that you can highlight such a real time in like our ancestry.
Yeah, exactly.
Just through your music. I think that's really beautiful.
I'm glad.
And another song actually that I just wanted to talk about. Your dad speaks at the end of it.
Yeah.
Aboa bi anoma bi yɛfrɛ no abobonua ɛna ɔfa dabodabo adamfo ɛna dabodabo maame ewuye ɛna ɔto nkra nadamfo so ɔmra ma begya na yie enti abra abonua baeɛ no a obehunu baabi a dabodabo ɛyɛ na yie ne baabi a wasiesie ɛde yɛ na maame.
Please just remind me of the track name.
Trying, yeah.
Yes. I love that. And he talks about, what is it, a woodpecker?
Yeah.
And he talks about a woodpecker and
a duck.
And a duck, yeah. Tell us kind of about the story, because he speaks in, is it Twi?
Tree, yeah. He speaks in Tree. It's just, so my dad is like a proper lover of history, especially like Ghanaian history with Ashanti. So he always would tell us something called Ashanti Amamra, which is like Ashanti stories. And that was just one. I was like, Dad, do you want to record an Amamra for the EP? And he was like, okay, I'll go and think of one. So I was like, okay, cool. And I recorded him do this one. It was literally just like in the corridor of my house. And I thought it was cute. So it's about a woodpecker and a duck, and which one was it? Yes, so the duck mum passed away, and he said invited the woodpecker to the funeral. And when the woodpecker went to the funeral, he realized that the duck was having this funeral where he was burying his mum like in like these shrubs in the ground, and he thought that that's not a respectful way to bury your mother. When my mother passes away, I'm gonna bury her high in the trees so I can honor her. And I just thought it was such a beautiful way of like honoring like our elders. And then obviously the next song is Insala, which was like to honor the ancestry. So yeah, that is literally the story.
I just love it. I just wanted to touch upon it because I just love that. Like, listen, just hearing your dad at the end, I was just like, oh, this is, I don't know, it's very personal. Like, it just made me feel like I got to know you a bit more, and just like your dad on it, I just thought that was really cute. So that's a lovely story.
Yeah. It also was quite poignant, like when he was telling me, because like his mum passed away when he was really young. So I was like, oh, I can't believe you picked this one. Like I wanted to cry. So
It was very emotional, but yeah, no, that's so cute. And again, touching just finally on your EP, what's your personal favourite song?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I have one anymore. I
Mhm.
think at points I've had different ones that I've really enjoyed performing. But I don't think I have one. I'd say I do have like a special place in my heart for Trying.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's one that many people will probably just skim over, but like I really like the message and sentiment behind it of just trying.
Yeah. And obviously it has your dad in it, so it's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's personal to you, yeah. And as you said, you're West African, you're Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Is there any, or tell us about any kind of Ghanaian influences that you
Gosh,
had
so many.
in your music, the high life sound?
Yeah.
Like, is there any, or I'm sure there's many.
Gosh, there's so many. Like High Life was like probably like the number one sound in my house growing up. Like Ibo Taylor. Kojo Entry is one of my favourites. Like, oh my gosh, I went to go see him live when I was in Ghana a couple of years ago, and I was like trying to FaceTime my mum, like singing the song. There's this
so
like my favourite song is the one called Enfaminko Hot, and I was like, it's my Enfaminko, Makumesa. Like all the Ghanaians be singing this with me. It's like such a tune. Kwabena Swell is one of my favourite. Yeah, man, big up the High Life crew.
Big up Ghana, big up West Africa, or big up Africa in general.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, so you studied at Leeds
Conservatoire. They changed the name. They changed it in my final year, and I was like, oh, okay, unnecessary, but cool.
For songwriting, right?
I did, yeah.
So how was that? How was that for you and your experience there?
Do you know what? It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It definitely taught. I feel like creatives can be like, we're very all over the place. Organisation is not our best skill.
Yeah.
So it really teaches you discipline, and a lot of our lecturers were like trying to instill methods to keep us motivated when songwriting. And it was also quite a wide range of skills that we learned across the years there. We learned production. We could get instrumental lessons. Like honestly, it was a really great 3 years. Really, really learned a lot.
And maybe for anyone who is either maybe trying to get into songwriting or is like in like a writer's block right now, like what advice would you give them, maybe from like what you learned there or just in general what you know? What advice would you give someone?
I would say still set aside the time to write. Even if nothing comes out of that 1 hour that you set aside, you set that time aside. It's almost like booking in a shift with yourself.
Yeah.
It's very easy to be like, I don't feel like it, so you don't. But our emotions are temporary. And in those moments, you will actually be able to, like, even if you get a seed of an idea on a day where you didn't feel like it, and then 5 sessions later, that idea turns into, like, your next single, that's because you put in that discipline.
Yeah.
So I'd say always set aside that time and be disciplined with yourself. It's hard. Like I said, creatives, we just don't like to follow schedules. We just like to go on how we're feeling.
Yes.
But it's so important to like try and be disciplined with yourself.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
And kind of finally, just on an ending note, what are your goals for the future? What's the goals for Lizzie Berchie?
I'm just trying to pay my bills.
We all are.
I'm really trying to pay my bills. But no, I also just want to, I want to work towards an album. Hoping that will be in the horizon soon. And I really want it to be like a proper piece of art. Like I want it to have a proper story. And I only want to do it when I'm ready to.
Yeah.
So that's one of my goals. And to open for Cleo Soul.
Yes.
Cleo Soul, please.
Yes.
If you're ever going to have an opening act, just
you heard it, Cleo.
holler at someone.
If you're watching this, she's ready. She's ready for you.
I just think she's like an incredible British musician. Big up Cleo Soul.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us. We literally had so much fun having you.
So did I.
And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. If you want to plug your socials.
Yes, you can follow me on all social media as Lizzie Berchie, LIZZIE BERCHIE.
So we are yours truly, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Yay!